Hello there, guys. So this is vlog number 7. I'm trying to do it either daily or every other day as I progress in my journey here. So, I don't know about life lessons. Maybe the only one I have so far is perseverance, so it seems a little early for life lessons about perseverance, but a progress update on me is, Jesus, some people in little cars driving real fast. What I've been working on lately is applying for companies. So the past 2 days, I've been applying for job after job after job. Now, one thing I never really realized about applying for jobs is how tedious and how long it takes to apply to each and every job. That in and of itself must weed out a bunch of people. Each application takes me roughly 35, 45, maybe an hour to complete. Holy cow. And then, on top of that, you think to yourself, well, how can I make myself stand out of the crowd aside from my resume? There isn't much that can be done for that, it seems, just because it's going into this inbox that some kind of executive looks at. So I don't know how that works. Being a person who's been on the hiring end of a job before, I've taken resumes, but not much more was needed besides an interview. So this is going to be a fun adventure. The other thing is, I have a degree in retail and consumer sciences. I think it's a wonderful degree. It's a degree that is very useful as long as you're in the field for it. So whether sales, retail, marketing, things like that, it's all kind of enveloped in one. But aside from that, it doesn't really fit into too many places. Does it make me manager material? I don't know. I would say I'd be fairly qualified to do managerial work. I have worked in teams and whatnot, and plus in my entrepreneurial business, entrepreneurial endeavors, yeah, I've definitely been able to work in teams and manage. So I'm learning a lot right now when it comes to applying for work and finding out what the job market's like. Now, I've always known to some extent that it's not what you know, it's who you know, and it's definitely coming in handy. One of my customers today works at a company here in Tucson, a huge company, and he told me straight up, you tell me what job reference you've got that you're applying for, I'll put in a good word for you. Wow, that'll get you to stand out a little bit. And it becomes frustrating that my circle isn't big enough so far to have a bunch of those people. Although right now I'm going to a Skype meeting with a friend of mine who has a job up in Phoenix that I might be able to qualify for, who's also going to put in a good word for me. So now I'm learning the value, the true to God value of knowing people in certain careers and fields. I might actually be able to get a job in lighting if I really wanted to, but I'm not prepared to move all across the country for a job in lighting anymore. I guess I've kind of burnt myself out on lighting at this point. But, I'm spending my days, I'm treating it like a full-time job, basically, applying. And so far in 2 days I've only applied to 7 or 8 jobs. Not very much, but I've spent a lot of time on it, writing cover letters, adjusting resumes for whatever you're dealing with. But yeah, when it comes to finding a new job, it's all about perseverance. You got to keep going at it. I'm guessing my success rate will be less than 10% of companies that actually call me back and talk to me. So less than a 10% success rate. I'm guessing somewhere around 5 and 7%. Very low for all the effort you're putting into. And again, you're applying for companies that are going to pay you $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. So I guess it all comes out in the wash. I've worked on my homes today quite a bit as well, going back and forth on product development. We're going to make sure that we have a wonderful product to offer, and I'm putting in my stance as far as where I feel the company should go instead of just letting someone else run the show. And that's always a difficult thing to do. But I think I'll talk about that more tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. But for now, that's what I've been working on, applying for different jobs and discovering that life isn't easy. And I don't want to adult anymore, because adulting, no. I think I was much happier as a child. I think the best time in my life was probably 18 or 19. I want to go back to that. You know, that was great. No, I actually enjoy being grown up and taking on new challenges. And I think the reason we work is not just because we need money. We of course need money, but the reason we work is because we don't want to die. And what I mean by that is, I feel that people that retire, that's when people start dying. They have nothing left to do. So what's left? It's death. So we work because we want to keep our minds active and we don't want to die. And that's in some way quite poetic. We live to work and we work to live. That says something right there. But in the meantime, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Adios amigos.